and they couldn't open the door. So I'm like, get out of my way. And I body checked that door open. I'm like, yeah, let's get out of here. Hello and welcome back to Asia Now. In this video, I'll tell you about the latest on Alice Guo. A Filipina says she didn't know she was previously married. Despicable behavior by a foreign man inside of an elevator. Poisonings, cyanide, and much more, beginning with the USD exchange rate right now, $1. Actually, yesterday or earlier today, the dollar crossed 59 pesos but closed at 58.9. Let's jump straight into our main story. This one is crazy to me. A Thai woman has accused a foreign man of doing stuff inappropriately. Despite the victim's bravery in coming forward, some online users have unfairly blamed her for dressing inappropriately. Authorities are investigating the case and searching for the suspect, who is believed to be from a Middle Eastern country. Oh man, despicable. I don't understand. Listen, I love women. Probably way more than you guys would think. Just like any other man out there, I appreciate a woman's beauty, their hair, the way they dress, their smell. Any normal person as a man would appreciate a woman's beauty. It's not a question, but there's a line, bro. There's a line between thinking, looking, imagining, and actually doing something about it. There's a lot of beautiful people out there, but you don't just randomly start touching people. I hope stuff like this, come on, man. And then to blame the woman for dressing inappropriately. I mean, she came from work apparently, and we see the video. How bad could it be? Just because you're wearing a skirt doesn't give a man the right to do whatever. Like I said, I love women, but there's a clear line between what you should do and should not do, right? And consent is a huge thing, and yeah, people like him just make all men look bad. Dismissed Ban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo will make her final appearance in Senate hearing on November 26 regarding Philippines offshore gaming operators, POGOs. Senator Risa Hontiveros, who chairs the committee, revealed new information about Chinese spies using POGOs for operations. Previous hearings exposed troubling revelations, including Guo's possible ties to Chinese espionage and her involvement in money laundering, misrepresentation, and trafficking charges. Hontiveros criticized gaps in the executive order banning POGOs, noting that it does not prevent operations in legal casinos or resorts, which falls under and outside the regulation of the Philippines Amusement and Gaming Corporation. So she also highlighted the reports of government officials advising POGOs on how to bypass restrictions. The Senate is working on an anti-POGO bill to address these issues. And additionally, the case of Guo has raised concerns over the issuance of birth certificates to foreigners falsely claiming Filipino citizenship. Hontiveros emphasized that reforms will be proposed in the upcoming hearing to address these irregularities and fill in policy gaps related to POGOs and related to crimes. The Philippines government must ensure all POGOs operations cease by the end of December. Big stuff, big, not accusations, but Hontiveros is really going hard at this POGO stuff. She's right though, right? Because POGOs, the bans are going to be affected to all the illegal ones. There's ways around it, like she said, people get around, or criminals are always a step ahead. I'm really curious to see how this whole thing unravels and finishes, and if it actually finishes, and what happens with it. And speaking of birth certificates, fake stuff, they're actually working, the House is proposing a bill to stop some of that nonsense too. Here's some more detail about that. House Quad Committee filed House Bill 1117 with fraudulent birth certificate cancellation law to expedite the cancellation of birth certificates fraudulently obtained by foreign nationals. The bill addresses a scheme where foreigners use forged birth certificates to bypass the ban on non-Filipino land and business ownership, with a recent report revealing 1,200 fake birth certificates issued in Davao del Sur. The bill creates a special committee to investigate and recommend actions such as deportation or criminal charges. Unlike the current judicial process, the committee can issue subpoenas. Basically, they're gonna pass a bill to go ahead and make these people actually pay for what they're doing. If they have a fake birth certificate, they're just gonna expedite the whole process of whatever it is, deportation. Anyway, just like I read, yeah, because there's ways of doing all this stuff legally, but it's not really legit. You get what I'm saying? So you can obtain a proper birth certificate, but you may not be actually born in the Philippines. And they're gonna go ahead and try to clear some of that stuff up. Next up, in a very interesting story, a 27-year-old woman from Negros Occidental, Evelyn Roland, discovered a marriage certificate claiming she had been married to an Indian national, Jagdeep Singh, since November 2023. She was planning to marry her live-in partner in December and learned the fraudulent marriage while processing her certificate of no marriage, Sinamar. She denies signing the document and has never met Singh. The lady, who has not lost any personal documents, is seeking an investigation into identity theft. She expressed concerns about how such a serious error could occur and has postponed her wedding while pursuing the matter with the PSA and National Bureau of Investigation. I mean, first I'm like, come on. But then again, scammers, they're very good at it. Let me know, who do you believe? Do you think this woman was actually falsely married. I'm putting that quotation because I don't know what the truth is. Do you think she married Mr. Singh and got caught basically? Or do you think that Mr. Singh, I don't call him Mr., but the Singh dude stole her identity and brought somebody else to the registry office and just said, yeah, this is her, and they signed the paperwork? I'd love to know your guesses. Of course, this is pure speculation and for just fun. Something that's not fun: in Cebu, the fire department issued a warning to the San Marino condominium in Barangay Mabolo on November 20th for violating the fire code. The building had numerous infractions, including a fire exit that only reached the 4th floor despite previous notices. The management had not addressed the issues. The warning post on the building's entrance stated it was a fire hazard. The condominium management was given 15 to 30 days to correct the violations, or fire department may request a local government to close the building. The violations are considered serious under the fire code of the Philippines. Well, I hope there's no fire between now and then. This reminded me of a time when I was in Davao and there was an earthquake, and I had to run like down 17 flights of stairs just to be confronted with a group of people stuck behind a door. I'm like, hello, what's going on? It's a earthquake, and they couldn't open the door. So I'm like, get out of my way, and I body checked that door open. I'm like, yeah, let's get out of here. I felt like a hero, but all jokes aside, that's actually what happened, and nobody knew what to do. So I'm just like, yo, we gotta push this door open or something. But stuff like this, let's be honest, in the Philippines, as I mentioned before, still a developing country, a lot of times stuff is just not working. It's either they haven't come across the situation, they cut corners, it's not really up to par when it comes to safety standards. It's not like some other countries. So I'm glad they're actually making steps and putting these people on blast and hoping that something gets done or the building gets shut down. Let me know if you're staying in San Marino, because I mean, thousands of people watch these videos now, so chances are maybe somebody's staying there, and now you've been warned, be careful. And then yesterday I covered a story where there's 2 girls that were hospitalized in Thailand. Firstly, I think I was one of the few people that actually mentioned Laos, let's say it that way. If you don't know, some of us are not good at geography. Laos is a country, is neighboring Thailand, so it happened there, but they took the girls into a Thai hospital for better care, and unfortunately, one of the girls passed away. Here's the latest update. An Australian teenager, Bianca Jones, 19, perished in Laos after consuming alcohol contaminated with methanol, making the 4th death linked to a tainted liquor. Jones, who fell in Van Vieng, a popular tourist town, is hospitalized in Thailand on November 13th, but she perished on November 21st. Methanol poisoning, which causes brain swelling, was identified as the cause of the perishing. 2 Danish tourists and an American have also reportedly passed away from similar incidents. Jones' friend Holly is critically ill. Authorities have warned of the dangers of counterfeit alcohol in Laos, and Australian government has expressed condolences. Very sad story. I hope the officials actually look into this and stop this stuff. Moving on to our next story, actually also involving poisoning, but this time cyanide. A Thai court has sentenced Sararat Rangsiwaratporn to be terminated for poisoning a friend with cyanide, part of a string of alleged murders targeting 14 acquaintances since 2015, known as Cyanide. She reportedly used the poison to steal valuables and fund her gambling addiction. Traces of cyanide were found in her victim's belongings, leading to her arrest in 2023. Her ex-husband and lawyer received prison terms for tampering with evidence. Sararat has pleaded not guilty, but she must pay 2 million baht in compensation to the victim's family. Cyanide poisoning, highly lethal and tightly regulated, has been critical focus of this case. This was a crazy case. I remember when I heard the news first. This woman's just insane. And then a British man is fighting for his life after losing his leg in an accident. A British teacher, Andy Davis, is fighting for his life after a devastating road accident in Krabi, Thailand on November 8th. The 33-year-old, who has dedicated his life to helping British teachers teach abroad, suffered a severe injury, including the loss of his leg, a shattered pelvis, and internal damage. Andy urgently needed life-saving surgeries and transfer from small hospital Krabi to better equipped facility in Bangkok. His family has launched a GoFundMe campaign to raise 25,000 pounds, that's 1.1 million baht, for his medical treatment, with 11,500 pounds has raised so far. The funds are vital to saving Andy's life and bringing him back to the UK. His friend Mike Pugh describes him as a genuinely nice guy and highlights the overwhelming support pouring in from all around the world. If you want to help Andy, please do your own research first. Make sure this is legit. I'm not saying it's not, but I haven't looked into the GoFundMe page itself or the story any further than the headlines. I'll put the GoFundMe link there, but I suggest you do your own research before thinking of donating any money. And now it's time for a segment called Yesterday Today, where I share some of the most popular comments regarding our previous video. STE Car says, why should women have to share their bathroom with a guy who says that he's a female? Just like in sports, women shouldn't have to worry about playing against men. It's time for them to have their own bathrooms and play in their own sports. It's sickening and perverted to allow men to use the ladies' bathroom. I agree. Colleen says tuberculosis spreads fast in the Philippines. They want to make sure, I'm just guessing as well, and they won't hire drug users. This in regards to me being surprised how many medical checkups employers do for the employees in the Philippines. And OG Fred says, you are the first vlog I watched to get my dose of what's happening in different areas of Asia. Keep the vlogs going. Big smiley faces. If you guys are enjoying these vlogs as well, take a second out of your day, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It really does motivate me to make these videos, get this channel bigger and spread it to more people. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.